Press the bell icon and do not miss any updates from Mumbai Live.
Great. Thank you, guys. I mean, it's awesome to sit and chat with you because I've seen you 6 months.
I'm still chewing on my food.
Yeah, you can still have more if you want.
No, I'm done.
I watched you guys 6 months back at Mami on screen. I've been waiting for 6 months. It kab hogi release so I can talk to you guys, which is awesome. Yeah, October Mami happened, so it's March now.
Yeah.
But you guys have waited for way longer than that for this film, this release. So we're going to do the first segment. It's called What and Why.
Okay.
Not really moving away from what regular promotions are, but the questions will be about what, and you'll have to give me a reason as to why do you really. I mean, what do you have to say about this film and why? All right. So, first question that I want to know: what made you choose this film? It's been long, and so.
I didn't choose this film. This film came to me. Like Vasan chose me for this film, and
Why?
yeah, that's pretty much it.
And why? Why did you do it?
And why did I agree? Because that's a complicated question because it's very layered. Number one, I liked the script. Number two, I love Vasan. Number three, I love Vasan. And I believe in him as a filmmaker. I like him as a person. We've worked together before. The characters that he was offering to a chance to play a double role, which is like fantastic. I had never, and that was also challenging to do action, to fight in the Kyokushin karate style, and I have zero experience in any martial arts, so that was another challenge. And to sort of take up something that's so physically and mentally challenging whilst having undergone a serious knee surgery was another challenge. So in a way I was looking, when this project came to me, I said like, I should do this because this will either kill me or it'll make me so strong that I can,
Okay, but this was your first film for both of you. I mean, this is the first one you shot. And obviously, you have been in the industry as an AD and then you chose. But what was the reason behind saying a yes to?
The same, it chose me. I went there to audition for Laila Majnu and they just, Vasan sir met me and I introduced myself and everything and he was like, okay, you're Supreme. And I was like, what? And zero interest.
Yeah,
in
the
acting.
easiest audition ever.
The easiest audition of my life was and, yeah, I don't know what he saw in me. I think he believed in me more than I believed in myself. And why? Because Vasan sir believed in me more than I believed in myself.
Okay, what do you have to say on this?
So I went through an extensive 5 to 6 weeks of auditions for this film. And every day I went to audition. So I'd auditioned for I'd given about 40-50 auditions before this. Some of them came back to me, but I never felt I was ready. I didn't believe in myself. And then I started giving auditions for Mud. And it was every single day from 9 to 6, 9 to 6, 9 to 6 for 6 weeks. But in that span of time, I got to spend a lot of time with Vasan sir. And I would start a sentence, he would complete it. He started a sentence, I would complete it. Our movie references were on the same page. The kind of movies we liked, the kind of memories that we had with certain scenes from the movies. It was, other than being a brilliant director, he's just such a wonderful human being. And when he started believing in me, I kind of started believing in myself, and I felt I was ready. So he was the biggest reason that I chose to do this. The other reasons were, of course, I've grown up watching Jackie Chan films and I get a chance to
Do action.
one of my heroes, and put myself through that grind. I'm a big fan of hard work, and I got the opportunity to challenge myself in that. But that's one. But Vasan sir is he's the reason.
Superb. Leads me to another question, but did you guys know about each other immediately when you were kind of doing the workshop and stuff? So what was your first impression of when you met each other and said hello?
So, because I got on the film first on the project, I had to go an audition with multiple actresses who were considered for Supri, and they would send me the name before I was going there. So I got a message saying they are auditioning with Radhika Madan, so come. So I googled Radhika Madan, auntie. And I reached there and auntie ki beti aa gayi. But
So what is this auntie thing?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show it to you.
It's not for the camera though.
No, she pictures from her TV series.
Oh, okay. She looked like.
So I was like in saris, and I was like, yeah, how Supri, like the kind of brief that I got from her. And then I went there, and it was she gave like one introduction, and so said, हाँ ये सुप्री, and I was like, मैं 6 हफ्ते से इधर सुबह शाम रगड़ रहा हूँ, ये आया राधिका बोल के लेके चले गए सुप्री को. But that was the first reaction I had.
But having a master, like you guys fondly call, what was the first thing that you're like, oh, you're working with Gulshan Devaiah, and
You know, the reason I call him a master is because पहली बार movie में भी I call him master, that's why. The other thing is that he is amazing. Like एक टूटी हुई मतलब नी खराब के साथ ये आए, एक टांग पे क्रच के साथ पूरी ट्रेनिंग सीख के निकल लिए और मूवी के अंदर सबको खा गए. तो और कोई मेरे पास वर्ड नहीं है कि मास्टर के अलावा कि मैं और क्या बोलूं.
What do you mean सबको खा गए?
हाँ मतलब you're too good, हाँ you're too good. मतलब कोई
And
और
a really fantastic influence also, if I may speak for Radhika.
yes definitely like he is amazing.
He helped us keep our head on our shoulders, and guided us a lot. Not by literally telling us what to do or what not to do. It was just by
Being himself and just
he would just and
showing by example actually, like this is how I act and this is my level of professionalism.
I mean, he came with such obviously when you talk about Gulshan, then you have his achievements as an actor. So he came with that, and obviously we perceived, मतलब तोड़ actor होंगे, मतलब serious होंगे देखते हैं, and then he was all that and he was more. Sometimes you get disappointed, अरे यार मेरे को तो लगा, but he came with all that. He was all that and he was more. Like all of us found something more in him, and that was fun. Like she found master, I found an Arsenal fan, and that's what bonded over different things. It was fantastic.
This is going really good, huh? Like, please don't stop. Like, go on. Yeah. This interview is really. This is the best interview I've ever been on. Like, wow, this is going really good. Yeah.
you want to continue?
इसकी वजह से
Well, you know. 3-4 दिन यहाँ बैठ के बात करेंगे फिर.
Great, but then you must have been tagged a lot of times as Star Kid, which I'm sure you're tired of answering, and then this whole nepotism thing.
Yeah.
Keeping everything aside, what was your mom's reaction? I'm sure it was awesome, but then what was it when she heard that you have to do a film like this with this very bizarre character for the first time?
I mean, she didn't really know what character or film I was doing. She was traveling she was in Europe with her friends for a vacation, and I told her, listen, I've decided to do a film, and I'm almost done negotiating the contracts. I'm going to sign tomorrow. And she was ecstatic, she started crying over there, and my dad thought something wrong happened. So he took the phone frantically, and he was like, what happened? Why is your mom crying? I was like, Dad, I'm signing a film.
That's great. But then, like I said, you have very distinctive characters in the film, and you guys have contributed to the best because of your workshops and intensive training. But so you play 2 characters in the film which are completely different, and they're fantastic. So asking on that front, what was the most challenging part of actually delivering your characters and making sure that you still stick together but offer your individuality there?
I think finding, because I had 2 characters, I kind of, in my head, complicated it for myself because I started believing it over it, the twin roles and how will I play it. And I think I kind of, dropped the axe on my own foot initially, early stages. But then I realized that was not it. And I think it became important for me to figure out money. And it was just a simple thing that I thought of this thing that they both are street dogs. But Mani is a street dog that's always, there's a gunny sack, come rain or shine, that dog is always there. You'll always find him there. So that's Karate Mani. And Jimmy is the dog of the street. He'll go up and down the street, bark at everybody and tell them that this is my street. So once I figured that out, then I was like, it's the same. They both are the same. Their circumstances are different. And their circumstances can be quite... it can be definitely interchangeable. Like you've seen the film already and you know the circumstance. So Mani could have been Jimmy, Jimmy could have been Mani if that circumstance was different. So then it became easier for me. Then it became more of finding Mani, the physicality of Mani, which was hard because it required me to train in martial arts and particularly sort of try and capture the essence of Kyokushin karate. You can't learn karate in 4 months. It takes years and years and years of practice, and I'm playing a black belt, so you can't really do that. So it's filmmaking, so it's a lot of cheating. So just getting that and doing workshops with these people and learning all the different moves and exposing myself to a lot of other physical martial arts. I mean, we did everything from boxing to wushu to Wing Chun and everything, and also fighting in front of the camera. Knowing martial arts is one thing, but to be able to perform in front of the camera, how to take a punch, how to fall, how to give a punch, how to be safe while doing it, be conscious of the camera angles while doing it. These went a long way, because by the time we got to the set and filming, we knew all the camera angles and we knew how to take care of each other while we were fighting and all that. So money was more like external, from the outside in, which is usually not my process. My process relies a lot on imagination. I mean, references and resources definitely, but mostly a lot of imagination. I sit and think about things a lot and I discuss it with the directors or with myself. But money was outside in. The physicality of money came from all this training. And once I had figured out the physicality, then it became easy to build on the other things, because I have a fair amount of experience playing characters. Then the polar opposite of that is Jimmy, which became so easy and almost liberating at times, because money is so suffering and burdened.
And loosen up for Jimmy, right? I'm completely. You'll have to loosen up for Jimmy, because money kind of.
And it becomes liberating, because after a while you start like you just want to break out. And when as Jimmy, you get that opportunity to be just over the top and play to the gallery.
But then, having said, when you shot for this first film, you must have gone through a rigorous training, both of you, to understand what martial arts or karate is specifically. And then in the second film, again, do bhi pachad.
Exactly.
So, right? Back to back. So now you are ready to kind of beat and bash anyone you meet?
Yes.
If that we can say.
Definitely.
She's a total badass, man. She's a total badass.
अभी तो reflexes बहुत खतरनाक हुए हैं. पटाखा में भी मुझे काफी problem थी, क्योंकि in the film I'm using my scarf as a weapon. So जब हमारी गोबर फाइट हुई थी, तो जब हम रिहर्स कर रहे थे, तो हम ऐसे दुपट्टा ऐसे पहन के रखे थे. And जैसे सान्या आई, मैंने निकाला, उसको रैप करा, and I was just gonna do this, and she was like, what are you doing? मैंने बोला मेरे reflexes ऐसे, मैं क्या बोलूँ? कहते बेटे मैंने दंगल की है, 5-pointer मैं दूंगी तेरे को. बोला भाई तू भी उधर रख, मैं भी इधर रखती हूँ, बीच में मिलते हैं. So बहुत reflexes, as you said, like बहुत ज़्यादा अभी हो गया.
Or was it tough for you to kind of learn karate over the next one, because you have to kind of excel in it?
There were two reasons why it was extremely tough for me. First, because I came with a certain amount of injuries that I had earlier. I had some back issues which I was facing when I started the film. But otherwise it was great, the whole system of learning, and I saw firsthand how much effort they were putting in, which motivated me to put as much as I can of myself into the film, and I believe I put everything that I had at that time into the film. Like I ate, I slept, everything was just Surya. But what was really, really tough for me was the last 3 months, wherein I cut off all ties with social media, friends, family, and the ones I interacted was only with the film people and Vasan sir. It gave me so much time to introspect, learn about my insecurities and myself, and it was enlightening, enriching, but at the same time really painful, because there are truths about yourself that you know, but you hide them from yourself, to make yourself feel stronger. And when you actually see the truth, it pains you that it is so and so because of the experience you had in life, and I think it made me way stronger and way more confident after those 3 months, because now I know my insecurities, right? Now they're open, like I don't mind saying or speaking over them. I'm like, it's fine, it's out there.
पहले मर्द को दर्द हुआ, फिर उसके बाद उसे जब फेस किया, उसके बाद then overcome किया, तो मर्द को दर्द नहीं हुआ.
And the three of us have different styles of fighting, as you may have noticed.
Yes.
And like my character and her character are sort of proper martial artists. Come from a particular,
but then there is
a certain discipline, like in the way they fight. But his is more from watching. He's like Eklavya. He's seen everything and So and it's a different challenge altogether because you're trying to sort of create that Bruce Lee-esque or that Jackie Chan-esque or Sammo Hung-esque, that Chinese, sort of cinematic sort of thing. So that was quite fantastic, and I think that required a certain amount of acrobatics as well, without wires.
Wait, one last question and then we'll move on to a quick segment to kind of thank people who are behind the scenes, because I think that's more very important for you guys to kind of bring them forward. But before we get on to that for a quick, you've been extremely lucky to get a festival release and you winning an award, right? What do you have to say about your experience? Because before even reaching out to an Indian audience, you are out there in the world. How was it going to TIFF and like a plethora of other festivals?
I didn't expect us. Ye did, but I didn't expect it.
I really hope.
Everybody hoped.
I wish.
Did you expect it?
Manifest.
Did you
Expect what?
to be selected in TIFF?
Yeah, I knew it all the while.
So I didn't.
I paid for it.
So I didn't, and I was like, हो जाए, of course, but मेरे को लगता था हमें कौन लेगा ऐसे करके. But when we got selected, it was a very big deal for me at least, and when we got the award, then it was a big deal for everybody. तब ऐसा लग रहा था कि क्या हम
I was kicking myself because I couldn't go. I was in the UK.
You were
I was
jealous.
working.
Shoot कर लो आप पहले, पैसे कमा लो.
Okay, now I'll just quickly move to another segment. Right, I've got a list of people who I think you guys owe a lot to because of this film, right? Let's get on to that. So what this segment is about is, I'll tell you the names and you just have to quickly summarize how was your experience working with them or what they contributed to the film. We'll quickly wrap it, right? First thing, Mr. Vasan Bala.
Genius.
Yeah, Nanban.
Friend, guide, 4 a.m. mentor, lifesaver.
Male is genius and my mentor.
Awesome. Again, now you'll have to tell people who they are because I think that's the best thing, because otherwise they wouldn't know, right?
Director.
Yeah.
Great. Pratik.
He's the writer, director,
Director.
everything for this film.
Yeah.
Great.
Editor with Prerna ma'am.
Yeah.
Alright, so now coming to Prerna Vasan.
The editor of the film.
Yeah. So it was awesome that obviously she was closely associated with the film, which gave the editor side of her in depth experience of the whole film and knowledge about things that really is in the film.
They're a package.
Yeah, so she was present for a lot of our shoot.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was great because she did what she did.
Yeah, and they first met I think on Peddlers, which is the film that we did, me and Vasan have done together. So that's where it all started. Now they're a package. Now they're indivisible.
For all of those who don't know,
I mean, I didn't know really that they fell in love and all that. I had no idea.
So Vasan sir and Prerna ma'am, they're married and they have
They're a couple
beautiful daughter
called Saiba.
So Prerna ma'am actually used to come on set with Saiba, who was just born, 1-2 mahine ki thi, and she used to sit and just see the scenes, how's it happening and everything. So yeah.
Great. Pratik Parmar.
Master Ji. I owe it a lot. All the initial training and everything before we started shooting, before we started rehearsing the actual set pieces, Pratik really pushed me, made me. I had to literally beg him to not make me work every day because I couldn't take it. He really pushed me. Yeah. I owe a great deal to him, and also there's another person, Matt and Tom, who were his assistants. They really helped us. That's with they're the action. They designed all this set pieces.
Nice.
Pratik, for me also, he really believed in me. I don't know. I also didn't believe in myself, and he used to always tell me that you're gonna make a mark, and किसी लड़की ने ऐसा नहीं किया होगा. And the vision that he had for me, I didn't have it for myself initially, but he instilled that vision in me, and he also used to train me not just the kicks and punches. He also used to train me mentally, what is the mentality of a martial artist?
Yeah.
How does a martial artist actually think? And what is their lifestyle? What do they eat? And what do they see? And everything. So that is something which is really inspiring. And वो सब बोलता नहीं था, वो ना करके दिखाता था.
And he is that. He's dedicated his life to martial arts.
So I'm really, really grateful to him.
Nice. Let's go for Mr. Mukesh Chabra, I think. Big name.
So I spent 6 weeks with him. auditioning 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day. And I think he saw some spark in me. So really grateful for shortlisting me as he did and guiding me through the whole process. Also asked lot of questions. There was interview after interview every single day, but it was great. Thank you so much. Okay, sir.
Great. One other name I have on this list is Mr. Mahesh Manjrekar, I think. Brilliant
Oh,
actor.
yeah.
I again most of his scenes were with me, and fantastic. He's an institute in himself, and he's coming in a Bollywood film after a very long time. So please watch this film.
Yeah, he was great fun. Like a lot of improvisations and
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait for him to see the film and see what he's done.
Great. But then there's one other person who a lot of people have not known, and that's Jimmy Trivedi. I think
Jimit,
Jimit is a
Yeah.
brilliant actor. He's done so many films
Yeah.
that you guys have worked with. So.
again, most of the scenes with him. Like I don't have any scenes with Jimit.
I mean, it was really wonderful working with Jimit. Like I said, experienced actor, such a seasoned actor, and got to learn a lot from him.
And funny as hell, no?
Yeah, he's really funny and really easy to work with, you know. And he did help me out a lot on set, because my first few days were with him on set, and it was just me, him, and Mahesh ji on set for the first 1 week at least, and it was. They kind of warmed me up into the whole film.
Yeah.
So
That's great. So one last question, message for your fans, and what do you have to say about the film?
can we Gucci thank a few other people?
Yes, you can. You can.
Yeah,
I would like to thank the entire stunt team who rehearsed with us like day in day out on location,
Yeah.
who understood our shortcomings and made us look good. The entire one of them is not amongst us. Munna Bhai passed away from in a road accident. So we will remember him also, and the entire stunt team. I'm indebted to them because they really helped us out, took care of us, and made us look good.
definitely. And also Abhilasha, Ankita, Shrutika,
Ankita, Kulish,
Eric,
everybody,
Dennis,
Jay,
Eric and Dennis were saviors.
Everyone part of the whole film, you know.
Without
They
Eric and
all
Dennis, we couldn't have done. Yeah.
Their
Look
passion
good
and their effort has made this film happen, and we're sitting here giving interviews, but they deserve as much credit.
Precisely. Great. So that's great. I think this will be the best thing I'll close to, and then people will automatically come and watch the film because it's a teamwork. So thank you so much for having a wonderful interaction, and love talking to you. Thank you, and all the best for your film.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.